decided to become a teacher in the 4th grade. I had a good 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Edwards, and she was very inspiring. Came home, told my mom, I've decided I want to be a teacher, and my mom immediately said, why in the world would you want to do that? My favorite part of teaching was when they asked questions and I saw the light bulb come on, the light bulb moment. This particular project had a lot of personal meaning to me because my last day as a teacher, there was a shooting at my school, and it was the scariest moment of my life. The next couple of days I spent grieving the entire event, grieving for the lost students. Something has to be done. It used to be that we as teachers and as students would hide in a dark room under our desks, preparing to be attacked by the Soviet Union or some foreign country. These days, we practice lockdown drills, hiding in the dark behind desks, preparing to be attacked by ourselves. Something has to change.
I've probably written at least a couple hundred songs, but my thought is maybe I was getting ready to write this one, you know, because it came real easy. So the best songs you feel like are received. Parkland had happened about 3 days before, and then I actually got a new foot pedal, and there was this sound that it literally felt like the song came out of the sound, and I was like, wow. And within 20 minutes I had written the song, and it was clearly a teenage girl's voice that I heard. And I played it, and I started crying. I played it for my wife, she started crying. And that doesn't happen normally to me. I normally, you know, it's my voice that I hear. Felt like somebody was trying to say something through the song to me and to be shared. And so my job was to try to honor that voice and do the best that I could to make that voice heard.
Damn you, I don't get to go to school today.
I hope that it gives people a side. A lot of times we hear in the news about the shootings and we see the reports of what happened and we hear about the names, but it's kind of just factual and it's very straightforward and linear, and doing something like a music video with a actual person to a face, it gives a whole story behind it, and it shows you a different side that you don't always get to see in the news.
I really wanted to work with metaphor and poetry and images that work on a kind of subconscious level where they're not blatant. I think what's powerful about this song is that a dead person can't speak from the grave, but through art and music, you can imagine what they might say. And so that's what this song is about. It's about giving voice to those that have been killed in a school shooting and expressing their anger, their sadness, their hope that things will change. I mean, what's more important than the future of our children? You know, I don't think there is anything more important. But to see a girl laid out on the floor symbolically with a desk on its side, hopefully that goes, wow, I only read about this or see this in the paper, but if I listen to the song and see those images, it maybe will make it more real for people and that things need to be done. Because it's too often that it happens, there's a little bit of news about it, and then it's gone. And people go back to their lives. And so hopefully, if people are moved emotionally, then hopefully they can do something, take action, even if it's just loving their child more, you know, to understand that maybe there's a disconnection that is prevalent in the society, and that if it causes parents and teachers to take a moment to hug their kid, to go, gosh, I really appreciate you being here, then, you know, who knows what the ripple effect of that could be.
It definitely gives me hope that people are willing to talk and to share their stories and to share with other people, and because if you don't talk about it, nothing ever happens, nothing changes, and people just don't always know, and having that conversation between people definitely helps.
The Parkland Kids, the March for Our Lives, that whole movement has been empowering, that these kids took it upon themselves to take on the establishment without fear. You know, they weren't old enough to buy in to the programming, that somehow the NRA was, you know, this unbeatable force. And they said, no way, we're going to take them on. And what happened? In 2 months, they had 500,000 people marching in DC, right? So that gives me hope. All the past movements have always had great art and music accompany them. And I'm not saying the song is great, I'm just saying that I'm hoping that I can contribute artistically and creatively to help the movement. Because I think there's a quote, I'm not sure who it's from, but if you want a movement, you have to sing like a movement. And so the power of song is incredibly strong. And so if this song can be sung during a rally, during a march, during people's, you know, quiet time, I feel like music helps move things forward.